Welcome to Hey Therapist. I'm your host, Leslie Ross. Let's get mental. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hey Therapist.
Good morning, people.
We are back. So today, one of the things that came up, because I love me some trash TV. If you've watched the podcast, you know I love me some trash TV. I deal with too much real stuff in life. Give me some 90 Day Fiance. Give me some Love is Blind. Give me Love Island, by the way, is one of my favorites. Top tier. UK, anyway. USA version, meh. They kind of screwed it up. But so one of the things that I have been watching is the new season of Love is Blind. The premise, if you haven't seen it, is they take all of these singles and they allegedly do background checks on them and make sure that they're ready for relationships and make sure that that's what they want. And then they throw them in these pods and they get to know each other through walls. So they never get to see the person they're talking to. So they go on like speed dates and long dates, according to some of the stuff that's I've read in like the back pages, you know. They go on these dates with these people in these pods and then they pick whoever they want to be with and the person proposes. Then they get to meet in person, which you can see from jump. Like, again, it goes to that there has to be some sort of an attraction, but you can sometimes see in the very beginning that they ain't gonna make it. But they get engaged, then they go on a vacation, and then they move in together for like 8 weeks, and then they have their weddings.
Wait, I've not watched this. Is this so? Over what time span does all this happen?
Like I think the whole thing is like 3 or 4 months.
What?
But they only spend like 2 to 3 weeks. I think 2. Maybe 3 weeks in the pods getting to know each other.
Before they get married?
Yes. Before they go on the vacation. And they meet in the pods. They get engaged in the pods.
Okay.
Through a wall before they've seen each other. And then they see each other and they get to like see each other for a minute and then they're separated again. And then they go on a vacation.
Okay.
For like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. It's not a super long trip. Then when they come back to wherever they're at, this season's in Denver. When they come back, they move into an apartment together, then do real life. So everybody's back to work. Everybody's doing their things. Like they're trying to figure out how to incorporate the new people into their lives and all the things. And then they have a wedding and they talk about, some of them talk about saying I do, and some of them talk about what they're going to do at the altar, and some of them tell them, some of them don't. But when they get to the altar, that's where they get their final answer. So sometimes people are caught off guard because they thought the other person was going to say yes at the altar and they don't. But yeah, that's the premise of the show.
Oh my gosh. I've never watched it, so I did not know it went like that. I hear people talk about it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that it was based on like it actually being blind, like such a short period.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So unlike with Married at First Sight, also another show I've ever really did. Except they've just really, now they're picking people for drama. They're not picking people for couples. Because in the original seasons, like they really sat down and did, because they have a panel of people that interview the contestants, I guess you would say, or participants, had like a sex therapist. They had a therapist. They had a pastor. They had some other people. And they would sit down and really interview these people and really get to what do you want? What do you actually want out of your person? And what will you accept? What will you not accept? All the things. And then they truly get married. Like they meet each other at the altar and have a real wedding and a real marriage. And then they see if it's going to work out. And then at the end of the experiment, they decide if they want a divorce or not.
Okay.
Unlike that show, these people get to spend a little time together. The favorite part, though we digress, this is not the topic, but we're going into it now. During this time, their trial period, all of the other they do like mixers with all of the other people from the pods. So all of the other single people, all these other people that these individuals had made connections with and maybe not chosen for one reason or the other, they all get to meet. And there's been times where people have disappeared with like their second choice or something.
Oh.
Like stayed out all night and turned off their location and things like that. So it's pretty juicy sometimes. But this season is just hot garbage. Okay. God love you. I'm still watching. I'm gonna ride it out. But
okay, question. Would you do it?
Sure.
Oh my God, not me.
I mean, because the thing is, I wouldn't do Married at First Sight.
Okay.
Like that. But I would do like, why not? Like get to know somebody. And then if you see him, if you don't like him, I mean, there's no harm, no foul really. Like you get to make a choice. with Married at First Sight, you're in it. Like, you either have to decide at that altar, this is not the person I could ever be attracted to, or, okay, they're cute. Let's see where it goes. We're married now. Let's figure it out.
There's so many questions I would have going into it. Like, how deeply vetted is this situation?
Yeah.
There's so many questions.
And in the beginning, for Married at First Sight, I really think they did a better job vetting them. They talked to their friends and families. They did the things, because in the later seasons, they do interviews with the friends, because these people meet after they get married. They're meeting their friends. They're having conversations. They're like, well, yeah, we just really didn't think this would work. And we didn't think that they were ready. And da-da-da-da. Like, if you would have had that conversation with that friend, I feel like this person wouldn't have even been chosen to be on the show. Like, why are you not ready? What are you not telling us? I don't know that the vetting process now is long enough. I think they go, okay, you're cute. You got a storyline. Let's get it. Instead of really, what are you looking for? Because in the beginning, they were super, super vetted. And there was this one girl who cried after the wedding because she was so unattracted to her. Like, she was like, he's okay, but he's not someone I would pick. I don't want it. She's just bawling. But she's like, but I'm in it. I'm in it because they picked them for me. I'm in it because we went through this process and this is what I want. I'm in it. And they're still married, like, have babies and all. And this is like 10 years ago. Like, they were both committed to the process, because they had both gone through the process. And so but she cried because he was so not her type.
Me. That'd be me. I can already tell you. Me bawling in the corner.
Like, I don't like him. He's not cute. But he won her over with his personality. And, she wasn't completely off of him. He was just not anything she would ever pick, right? She's like, he's not terrible. He's just not my type. He's not someone I would have gone for. So her saying he's not terrible is like that window, right? There's a window there. And then he showed her what a good man he was, and that he was everything she was looking for, actually. And she became attracted to him. And they built. So on this season, though, there's this poor girl, and God love you. Listen, you're being recorded. She very much reminds, on Wedding Crashers, Amy's character, where she's like, I'll find you. Yes. You love me. No, you love me. Yes. She is her.
Oh, God.
And this poor dude is so disconnected. Like, and I think, honestly, he's getting a bad rap. Because he is very much a withdrawer. He's kind of a guarded person. And she's very much anxiously attached. And she's like, but I love you. But do you love me? I don't feel like you love me. Do you love me? Do you want to be with me? Do you want, like, always looking for that validation? And he's like, how many times do I have to tell you? Like, this is getting old. And she's not getting that because of her issues. Like, girl, you've got, And by the way, she's a hairdresser, which is
stop.
No. The part about that's so interesting is her hair is terrible.
Oh, I know.
Terrible. And everybody's like, wait, she has a salon? Like, what? It's bad.
Where's she from?
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
I was about to say, never mind.
I mean, they all kind of live in Denver. I don't know where they're from originally, but they live in Denver. So, yeah, you'll have to look it up.
I need to look that up.
See if you know her. So she's super anxiously attached, and he is pushing her away. And at one point he says, I'm not going through this. I'm telling you right now, we're not going to the altar. And she's like, you're not giving this a chance. You're not giving this a chance. And this is like, we're like 8 days away from the weddings, right? Like, we're there. And he's like, I just can't do this with you. Like, it's too much. I do love you, but I cannot do this with you. She's like, I just don't understand. You're not giving it a chance. Why are you not giving it a chance? Why are you not giving it a chance? Then there's another couple, very similar situation, where they were pretty compatible though, but he's just like, you're not my person. Like, I care about you. I love you. We get along. You're not my person. And she's like, then who is? Then why? Which is what made me think about our topic of the day. Why do we feel like we deserve the answer to the why not me? Because sometimes there's not an answer, but why do we feel like we deserve that? Why do we feel like someone is going to have that answer? Sometimes we just may not, or may not know how to express it. So that is what I'd sent out to you to be thinking about, is like, why? Because I know I've been that person in my life. I know I have been but you say you love me, and you say we're doing all this, and you have made plans with me, and you could see a life with me, and now something changed. What changed? Why? And they may say, I don't know. Or I don't know, I just don't feel the same anymore, or whatever. It's like, well, why? Well, why? Well, why? Why do we feel like that's not enough just to say, because you're not.
I do think when you sent this to me, it really, like, it took me a minute to like really process it, because I'm a very deep thinker. And I actually even sat down with one of my friends and I was like, let me ask you this question. It completely took her by surprise too.
Right.
Because she was like, that is such like a roundabout situation. Like, is it involving like a partner? Is it involving a business decision? Is it not, what is this involving and what does it entail? And I took some notes because I was like, I'm going to like really dive deep into this, but it also kind of made me reflect back on a situation of me actually having that same type of question.
Okay.
And it was years ago that there was this guy that I was kind of seeing. We had known of each other for a really long time, and we had followed each other on Instagram, and then we started like interacting and we started dating, and it was wonderful. And I'm telling you right now, like, I fell head over heels. And I immediately thought back to that situation. And this was years ago. This is before like I dug deep into my mental health, and but it made me realize that I definitely questioned him too, but I literally took notes about that because I had to think back. And I was like, it was like this perception that I had of the situation, that he didn't have that same perception and the same type of feeling about it. When he broke it off, he told me the why. And I was so arrogant about who I was at the time that I was not willing to believe it.
Okay.
And I feel like so many times we as people, they're telling us, they're literally explaining to us the why. But we are so arrogant minded about who we are because we are like, but I deserve you and you are my person.
Right.
And why wouldn't you want to be with me? That we're not seeing that there are things in our life that's stopping the situation that they're not attracted to. And I was not mature in that. Like, I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh. Because he even told me, your maturity is not here. You need to work on you. He was like, there is one version of you I get in one sentence. And then he was like, when I came to visit you in your own hometown, like, I saw the real version of you, which I really enjoyed.
Oh, okay.
And I really want that person, but I need you to figure out which person you're going to be. And I remember this conversation, and I was so pissed.
Sure.
When he told me, and I was like, but why wouldn't you try?
Right.
But he was already beyond that. He was ready to find his person that knew who they were, that had been through all those phases. And he told me that, and I was just like not willing to even, and I questioned him, why not me? I remember asking him this question. He was like, I'm telling you. Why?
Like, if you would listen.
But I was so arrogant. And it was an internal arrogancy.
Sure.
That for me was like, oh my gosh. That's kind of where I dug deep about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, this does happen. I wrote down these notes because I feel like these are some of the reasons why that we ask the question. But you are a therapist, and I was like, maybe you have a different insight on this. So it said, I even did some research on this, and then I was like, I dug deep on who I was, and I found that it was like, for me, it was the desire to seek an answer, and it stemmed from the motivation to understand my purpose in the situation. Are we good enough? I think that was like the first thing that when that answer, or when that question is asked to me, this is the first thing I think of. And have I actually put someone in that situation? Like,
sure.
And I know that for a fact that I have left a situation and them asking me, why not me? And me not being able to actually give them the clear answer because I was too afraid to tell them the why, because I knew that it was going to hurt their feelings.
Sure.
And I didn't want to hurt their feelings. But then again, I didn't want to leave them hanging. So I just made it a me situation. But it wasn't my fault.
Right. It's not you. It's
me. And that's exactly the first thing that I thought of is how many times have we heard, it's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No. And it might be.
It's not.
It's me in that I don't want you.
Exactly. And why do we have that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, why can't we just tell someone?
Yeah. Well, I think you nailed it, though. I think it's because we don't want to hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah.
However, the information, like you said, with the ex that you were talking about, he gave you the information and it may have made you go, what? No, me? Who? Not me. But when you stop and think about it, now, because you may not see it in that moment for sure. And it may take you a long time to get to that point when someone's like, well, because of this, but that's not true. Or I can change that or whatever. But they've already made their mind up. It is what it is. I think we do go into that. Well, that's not true. And then we take the time and look at it. It may be true and it may not be true. They may just not see a part of you that they're looking for, or their expectation of this looks like this to them. And so they have this expectation of, well, this is how my parents' relationship was and it worked for them. And that's what I want, instead of saying, well, I want my own relationship. This could actually work. Hold on. Let me rethink what I believe. Let me rethink what this should look like. So I think I think there is that feeling of, I don't want to hurt someone's feelings, but you're hurting their feelings anyway.
Exactly.
And they have no closure, and closure sometimes never comes. Like sometimes you'll never know. We will never know the answer of why they didn't want you. You may never know the answer of why you don't want them. I think the expectation of closure and why am I not good enough? And that's a really hard one. And I think that is a major part of it, is why am I not good enough? You may be. You're just not their person.
Yeah. That's okay.
It's okay.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard though. It's hard to be in that position. It's hard to be on the receiving end of not feeling adequate and not feeling good enough. And you know what I mean? Like to be on that side of, I'm so sorry, you're not my person, and you have a different feeling towards them. And I think that when I start dating now, I don't go into it with a whole lot of expectations. And I think that's has helped me personally. Not everyone can do that. Like they go into it with like high expectations, but deep down, I know what I want. And typically when I'm going in to date someone, it's because we've already kind of lined up on some level and some surface anyways. But I don't go into an expectation other than just getting to know them for who they are. And that is something I learned. It was a while back. Karamo, which is on Queer Eye, he talks about that. And he was one that I read some of his books and excerpts about dating. And he talks about that. He says when we change our mindset from let's just go into this getting to know them for who they are, not even as a friend, not as a lover, not as anyone, but just, hey, I want to know this person before I step into anywhere else. He was like, then on both sides, there's no failure really in that, because then at that point it's like we're just going to leave off as friends, or we're just going to leave this off as we just met this great person, or you're not my person. And
you're not my friend.
And you're not
I
my
don't
friend.
even like
And
you.
that's okay. Like just recently there was someone that I was chatting with, and they said to me, well, we could be friends. And I literally said, I'm not looking for more friends.
Yeah, I don't.
And I don't mean that offensively. It's not like, oh, well, since we're not doing this, I don't want to. But for real, no. Because if you don't line up with me as a partner, then you're probably not going to line up with me as a friend. Because if my friends were males, I would date all of my friends.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, seriously. But my friends are all females. They would all be my type. I mean, seriously. Yeah. And I feel like if we changed our mindset based on that, and that could, I don't want that to come across weird or anything like that either, but when you really think about it, like, those are your closest people. You want your partner to kind of emulate.
Yes. And to be able to fit in. Like, it's so important that they aligned with you and your friend group. And very rarely anymore are you meeting someone in a bar, let's say, or the grocery store, or whatever cute meet you have, and you exchange numbers, they call you, and then you go on a date. Like, you already get a good base knowledge of people these days with cell phones and all of the things. Back in the day, it's like you met someone, you gave them their number, they called your landline, you went out on a date, you met, whatever. Now you're talking. You can look at their social media and see kind of what kind of person they are by what they post, by what they like. You can see their friend group. Do I have any in common? Which ones do I have in common? Are those friends I want to have in common? Why do they know that person? You can get a lot of information about someone before you ever go out. And you're going to have those maybe not super in-depth conversations, but you're going to have conversations enough to know, okay, yes, this is a person I want to go on a date with. But when we get into situations where, and I'm not talking about where you've been dating them for months and then they're just like, I can't do this anymore, I'm out, and you're like, why? Well, I don't know, I just can't do this. Okay, that's shitty. Tell someone why you're out. Like, if it's your own things, if it's them, if they've done something to give you the ick, whatever it is, like, be honest about that. But if we're going on a date with someone and we've been talking to them for a little bit and then you meet them and you do have that connection and you're sitting there over dinner on your first date wanting to say I love you and wanting to do these things, like, slow down. It's okay if you have those big feelings about this person. I mean, we hear stories about people that get married within 3 days of meeting, or they barely knew each other and they're still together 30 years later. It doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. Rarely does that work out, though. And if you can have these big feelings about someone, but you have to remind yourself too is, I don't know this person. Like, there's a connection, check. There's attraction, check. They give me tingles, check. What do I know about them? Do you know their parents' name? Do you know how they were raised? Do you know what their childhood was like? Do you know what baggage they're bringing? Do you know how they fight? Do you know these things that are super, super important that you might not align on? And you're already out there a weekend saying, oh my God, I love you, which again is okay. If you like it, I love it. If that works for you.
Girl, that's love bomb.
It works for you.
That's love bombing. You talked about this already.
Most of the time it's love bombing, but sometimes people just feel it. And again, you do hear those stories. People say, the moment I met my partner, I knew I was going to marry them.
Yeah.
But then they still date.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like that there are moments that we have that we can feel that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we're going to get married next week.
Right.
Like, there's like times that you feel like, it's kind of like with you. Like, when I met you, I was like, we're going to be friends.
Yes.
Like, I knew that, but I didn't want to, we both could feel that, but we did not, we're not weird about it. Like, oh my God, we're going to be besties.
We're besties now.
Like, we didn't do that. We just knew that we had a connection. We're going to play off of it. Now we're on a podcast.
Right.
I mean, like, I do know that there are those general, like, interactions that you can have that you can just feel it with someone, that you just connect with them. That's great. But let's not love bomb and be weird about it.
Yeah, don't be weird about it.
Don't be weird.
And if you are going to tell someone you love them, if you are in a relationship where you're telling someone you love them, then you owe it to them, if you are going to end it, to tell them why. They may ask why, and you may just be able to say, you know what, I don't know. Something doesn't feel right for me. Like, I do love you. I care. Because we can listen, I had a friend, one of my guy friends. He is the best husband ever to somebody else. But I knew he was going to be an amazing husband. I knew he would be a great man. I really wanted to be attracted to him. And he wanted to be attracted to me. And like, when we were doing something one day, we're going back 1,000 years, but like, we kissed and we both just looked at each other. We're like, that's weird. Yeah. We're not doing that again. And we still are friends. Like, we knew each other would be great partners. We were not for each other. And I think it's just important to say those things. And if you can't, then leave the person alone. Don't keep coming back. Don't watch their stories. Don't be in their DMs. Don't ask about their life if you don't care. If you, like you said, if we were nothing, like if I don't need more friends. I don't want to be your friend. Go away.
Don't make someone fall in love with you when you're not ready to fall in love with them.
Ooh, louder for the ones in the back. Yes.
I think that is so important for people to hear.
I agree.
It is absolutely disgusting to me. And it's happened to me.
Me too.
And I have done that to other people in my past. And me not realizing, no, I knew what I was doing. I was manipulating the situation. And that is manipulation.
It is.
Do not create something and create this life knowing that they are falling in love with you. You're making them fall in love. love.
Yeah, you're doing all of the things.
You're doing all the things. Knowing deep down that you're not ready to receive the love, that you're not ready to give them the love in return, that you're just doing it for sex or that emotional feeling or whatever that tingles your butt that minute. It's not fair. So be ready to receive that and be ready to give that.
Yeah.
That is something I don't appreciate it. It's like I said, it's happened to me. I'm sure it's happened to you as well.
Absolutely. And I'm sure I've done it to people.
Yes, we all have.
I mean, it's one of those things. And if you're not ready, like maybe you think you're ready, like genuinely, listen, I am ready to be back out there. I've gone through what I've gone through. I'm better. And then you get in a relationship and you're not ready. And you realize, crap, I'm not. Then you genuinely tell that person, listen, I am so sorry that I hurt your heart. But I'm really not ready. And it has nothing to do with you. And if you're truly not ready, then you're not being posted with somebody else the next week.
Exactly.
Like you take that time to work on yourself and be ready for the next person, because being out there hurting people is it's just bullshit. Don't be that person that knows you can't have a healthy relationship, but yet you insist on being out there trying to be in relationships and trying to make it. This time it's going to work, because no, if you haven't fixed whatever you need to fix,
work on you first.
Yeah. Because then you don't have to make excuses. If it doesn't work out, you're both are going to be like, you know what? This ain't it for me.
Exactly. And it feels good. It doesn't have to feel like a bad thing. It feels good to be in that situation, to be able to say that. And then both of the parties leave in an amicable way and it not be some drama or some kind of like situation.
Right.
So do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. So going back to the question, if not me, why? And why that we feel like we need an answer to those things. Do you feel like that this is fueled by societal expectations? I wrote that down as a question for you.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. Everybody wants to be chosen. We talked about that. And that's one of the things that we want for sure. But also the expectation is you're in a relationship, you're married, you have kids, you have these things, you get to post your couple pictures on social media, you get to do all of these things that really never mattered, you know, because people couldn't see it. Right. Yep. Right. You know, I get judgment sometimes from people because I didn't have kids. I couldn't have kids, also didn't want to have kids. Yeah. I'll take on someone else's kids. I don't mind it, but it's not anything. And I can remember having conversations with people after I was married, and they're like, oh, well, when are you going to have babies? I was like, oh, we're not having kids. Oh, you'll change your mind. No.
Yeah.
Like, and then I could be like, well, I can't have them. Oh, well, that changes. Does it though?
No. Like, why can we not make that choice?
It doesn't change anything.
That makes me think back to that scene of the Sex and the City where Big and Carrie are sitting at that reception and that couple sits down and they were like talking about kids, and that couple's entire demeanor changed when Big and Carrie were like, oh, we're not having kids. Oh, can y'all not? No, we just don't want kids. Yeah. And that couple just completely like shut them down. And that is such an example of how people get treated that don't fall into societal expectations.
Or if you choose not to get married.
Yes, or that.
Like, we're together. Well, why aren't you getting married? We just don't want to.
Exactly. There's no rules.
We're together. We don't want to be married. Well, you should get married.
Do people realize that we get to make our own rules?
No.
Hello.
They don't care.
We get to make our own rules.
It's amazing, the world we live in.
Yeah.
You know, a woman does not have to be married to own property or vote or get a mortgage or get a loan anymore. So we don't have to be married.
Oh, asking another question that I just thought about. This could be interesting. Do you feel like that you also get treated differently from your married couple friends sometimes and left out of a lot of situations because you were single?
For sure.
Me too.
Yeah.
And it feels fucked up. Yeah. I'm just going to say it.
It does. I will third wheel, fourth wheel, fifth wheel, sixth wheel, seventh wheel, whatever. I don't care.
I don't get invited on any of the vacations.
Put me in, coach.
I don't get invited to half the dinners. I do. I mean, like, it is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. But at the minute that I'm needed,
they want you to be there for them. I am your
best friend.
Individually, they want to call you. When their partner's busy, they want you to do something.
It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Well, they're working. What are you doing? Excuse me. So And what it makes me feel like is used and like a toy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not your toy.
Yeah, you only talk to me when your person's not around, which again, if you have a relationship and your person, like, that's fine. But also if you're in a long-term relationship, your person's not going to give a shit if you're talking to your friends.
But I also enjoy both of my friends. Like, I'm friends with both of you.
Right.
And especially like in the gay world, it gets real murky too, because a lot of times we befriend the women first.
Sure.
Obviously. But then, like, I enjoy the interaction with the male because I don't get a whole lot of that masculine energy in my life. And I enjoy it, and I get treated differently. And I'm like, wait, he's my friend. Like, wait, what's going on? Like, I want to be friends with both of you.
Yes.
But then again, like, on the flip side of that, the guys don't invite me to guys' night either because I'm gay, and they don't want their other buddies to feel like that we have something going on. And I literally got told, that one time because I wanted to golf with a buddy in my town that I live in. And I was like, hey, like, holler at me sometime. I would love to, like, go golfing. He was like, well, I'll let you know when it's just me and you that can go. And I was like, why?
Like a date? Are we going on a date?
He could hope so. Not me. I genuinely liked the guy friends in that circle, and like I thought it would be cool because I don't really have like a whole lot of like guy friends. I got treated completely different and was like, well, I don't want that. And he literally straight up, thank God he was honest with me. He was just like, I just don't want them to think that we have something going on because I invite you.
Okay, and then it goes to but why would they?
Why would they? But what if they caught us out, just the two of us?
Right. Let's say we're sitting at a bar having drinks. Is that different than golfing?
What the crap? Like, I just want to be a guy too.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so weird to me, but it happens more often than not. And I'm like, I don't want to just be friends with your girlfriend. I actually don't want to be friends with your girlfriend.
Right.
I want guy friends too.
Yeah.
Like, just because I'm gay does not mean I'm attracted to you.
Right.
Trust me. I'm not attracted to you. You are not my type.
Like, and even if I was, I can be like, that is a handsome person. That's a good looking guy.
Exactly.
That's a good looking woman. Like, I find women attractive. Like, damn, look at her.
That does not mean I want to sleep with you or date you or kiss you or anything. I am not attracted.
Going to assault you.
Literally, why are y'all so weird? I think it's some kind of internal homophobic situation, but I'm just going to leave that there. And all gay people feel that same way. We're like, you have an internal problem.
What are you scared of?
What are you scared of? Trust me, I'm not going to be the one to bring it out of you. You can do that on your own.
Right.
But, yeah, so weird. Sorry, that we just really got off topic there.
No, it's not. But it's really not off topic because it goes to the being chosen.
Yeah.
Like, why am I not good enough to be involved in the couples thing? Why am I not? Because if I didn't do things with couples, most of the time I wouldn't do anything. Well, that's not true because I do a lot of things alone. Because I've just been alone enough that I'm like, if I want to do something, I'm going.
Yeah.
I will buy 2 tickets. Like, every concert I go to, movies, whatever, I will buy 2 tickets.
Yeah.
If I want to go, I'm buying 2 tickets. And then I'm going to start putting out feelers. Anybody want to go? Anybody? If nobody goes, I've just got 2 tickets.
Yeah.
I may sell one. I may keep the other one so nobody's sitting right beside me. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's just, it goes to the why am I not good enough to be involved in the everyday? And it really does boil down to the why am I not good enough? But you are. It's other people's insecurities.
Yeah.
And I think for couples, I'm going to give couples more credit than they probably deserve. I do think that they feel like inviting single people to couples things are going to make us feel bad about being single and make us lonely and make us, listen, for one, if you're our friends, we know y'all's relationships. They probably are not the ones I want to be
deep. We know them too deep. Just FYI, all of y'all listening, we know you.
I'm looking at your relationship going, yeah, no, I'm not jealous of anything about this.
Don't want it.
Don't want nothing.
But I do want to be included.
I do want to be included.
I want to be included.
And I'm good. If I feel uncomfortable, I'm going to let you know. If you invite me somewhere, I'm going to be like, that's too coupley. Like, I feel like I should have a person for that one. But invite me. Let me make the decision on what feelings I'm going to have about it. And I do think that we do get left out. Or I've been invited to places like, but you need to bring somebody. Why?
What?
Why do I need to bring somebody?
For
Like,
what?
Let me go into the hotation and see who's free. But why do I need to bring somebody? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I'm good. Like, who is looking at me going, oh, bless her heart. That poor little spinster. She's just a spinster. Bless her heart.
I think that they're more embarrassed by it than we are.
I agree.
Baby, I ain't got to worry about no one cheating on me right now. My bed sheets stay straight and clean.
Ain't it?
My carpets are clean. Like, I start thinking about that and I'm like, I do not envy that.
No.
But I still would like to be invited. But they're like, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings by making them feel like the third wheel. So let's just not invite them.
Right.
But what they don't realize is they are hurting my feelings by just like leaving me out, me seeing all these photos all the time. And then when you calling me, when there's no one else around, I feel used.
Yep. Invite us.
So no.
Invite your single friends.
And I'm going to say no. I don't care if you're the last person on earth.
I don't care if I'm
good.
actually just laying at the house and really, really want to go do something.
I'm good. Thank you.
No, I'm all good.
I'm good.
And I think it just goes into all of the things like, why not me? Why am I not going to be good enough? You probably are. Now, if you're going and you're being like a Debbie Downer or you are being invasive into couples or whatever it is, then sure, I can see your friends not inviting you. Like if you go and you get shit-faced drunk and you are an embarrassment to the couple that invited you, you're probably not going to get invited. Yeah. But if you're just going and having a good time and enjoying the company of everyone and letting the couples be their couple and you can be on your own and independent, then it's fine. If this person looks at you that you've been dating or whatever and says, you know what, this isn't working for me anymore, you get to ask why. I mean, and they should have a reason. Yeah. Like they should know, but it may just be like, I don't know. Like it doesn't feel right. Like I know that you are not my person. Yeah. And that's all you need to know.
That's it.
You get to walk away and go, I wasn't their person. Because again, if we look back into our histories, unless you really have been on just a downhill slide and dating people you shouldn't be dating and not working on yourself, there's a time where you were dating someone and they would call you and you look at your phone and you go, ugh, and you talk to them and you go on and you're like, I need to end this. But you're not thinking this isn't fair to them. It's just, ugh. But then you're like, well, but there's somebody I could go do things with. And you're using them, which is unfair. But I guarantee there's a time you can look back into one of those situations fits you where you're not ending it because you don't want to hurt their feelings or you're just going to wait until I'll just wait. I had somebody say the other day, well, why did you stay? Why were you in this relationship? Well, I was just waiting for them to break up with me.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Why? Well, I didn't want to hurt them. So you sacrificed yourself. You sacrificed your needs. You sacrificed your feelings. You sacrificed what you deserve because you're a people pleaser.
Placing other people's needs above your own is going to cause you to fail. We've got to stop with that mindset.
Yes.
You're supposed to place people's needs. No, you're not.
No.
Because you cannot be your best self if you continue to place people's needs above your own. Be your best self so you can be best for them. Jesus Christ, why can people not get this?
Right. And being selfish, if you want to call it that, where you are putting your needs first, where you are sacrificing something, is different than being selfless. Like you think you're doing something good for them. You think that, but this person thinks you love them or whatever. Like this person may think that you are all in this relationship. And even though it may be a shitty relationship to you, it may not be to them. Yeah. They may be just fine with the situation. And you're over here dying inside, waiting for them to catch up in that we're not going to be together. Why?
This also goes back to the last episode of communication.
Yeah.
You being able to freely communicate. Hey, I'm in a weird spot right now. We need to talk about this.
Yes.
Because I'm feeling this. We either fix this or we end this.
Yeah.
That also could fix the if not me, why.
Yeah.
And self-reflect.
Figure out what it is about that person you don't truly enjoy. And it may be something they can change, but it may be something that you placed on them on the first or second date, that you had planned out this life with this person who you didn't know, and then they didn't meet your expectations or they didn't meet your standards or whatever. And you're like, oh, maybe I can get them there. No. Look at the person that's in front of you. And it's the same when you're in a abusive relationship or, well, they changed. Okay, they changed. This is who they are now. And I say this so many times in couples therapy and when I'm dealing with individuals or whatever, and they're talking about their partner, they changed. Okay, then this is who they are now. They don't want to be that person they were. They probably never really were that person, especially for someone who is abusive. They probably never actually were that person. They love bombed you. They sucked you in. They were great in the beginning to get that hook in. Then they became who they actually are.
Yep.
This is who they are. Is this the person you want to be with forever? Well, no, I want the person I met. Okay, that person doesn't exist though. Like, you have to look at the person for who they are. And if they say, well, yes, I mean, no, this isn't the person I want, but they are going to therapy. They are working through it. They are, going to go to rehab because they know their addiction is out of control and they really want help. Okay, cool. You might ride that out. And let's see if they can. But what is your tolerance level? And your tolerance level shouldn't be infinity. It should be what your tolerance level. If you are unhappy, if you dread going home every day, if you dread a phone call from this person because you don't want to talk to them, if you dread even a text that you have to humor them, if you will, that's not your person. Let them go find their person and you find your person. You are just wasting valuable time of your life and of theirs.
Exactly. End it. Self-reflect in the moment. Take time for yourself. Give yourself compassion in navigating these feelings. I think that's the biggest thing too.
Yes.
I have not always been able to give myself compassion. I would beat myself up.
Oh, for sure.
In the midst of navigating this. But what we need to learn is to nurture ourselves, to give ourselves that compassion and to sit in it in solitude before we move on. Fix yourself. If you don't fix yourself, you're going to continue to wreck yourself.
And maybe you are at a place where you're like, I really don't know what I did. There is no reason that we shouldn't be together. Okay, then they just don't feel it.
Exactly. And that's okay too.
That's okay too.
Sometimes the answer is not clear and it's okay. Just let them.
Yep.
And then you let you.
I think that's so important, is that reflection part, like you talked about. Sit down and really examine that relationship.
Exactly.
And even if you were head over heels in love with it, I have had breakups that have broken me, devastated me, and I didn't get it. Still don't get it. But I don't need to.
Yeah.
Because what they gave me was not being with me just because they felt like they had to. Not being with me out of responsibility. Not being with me just waiting for me to break up with them. What they gave me maybe was, it may have broke me for a little while. Yeah. It may have hurt my heart. But also, I don't want to be with somebody that doesn't want to be with me.
I was going to say freedom.
Yeah.
Like, they actually gave you that freedom. That's actually more beautiful than them staying with you for the wrong reasons. It's so hard to look at it from a grateful view, but you kind of have to. You have to find that perspective in it of, they actually gave me the freedom, because if not, like, we don't know, digging deep into that. Let's say looking from the outside, you were looking from a crystal ball and someone was looking in, that person could have been already cheating on you and found guilt in that. So it was easier just to say, I'm just going to end this because they're so good and I can't be honest.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have to look at it of, you could have been avoiding a major situation and they did it for you. Thank God, because you were so jaded wearing these rose-colored glasses about this person. And they gave you that freedom. So, just enjoy it, embrace it. And like I said, self-reflect in it. Yeah. Give yourself compassion in those feelings and be thankful. Because thankful that they actually said, you're not my person. Good. Thank you. Because your person is going to line up with you and they're going to be your person. And they're going to ride hard for you. And you're going to ride hard for them. So, yeah, that was good.
I like it.
That was a really cool topic.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you then.